break the door. I prefer using lockpicks and locks and keys, sir. Wow, they're throwing people overboard. Oh, nice, Belnoth. You got your kids a PS5 for Christmas. Nice. I would never do a lone wolf run. I want to play with the party companions because that's how you get romance options and all the best dialogue and the back and forth between companions. That's the whole reason to play a game like this. Well, I don't think I need to sneak in here. There doesn't appear to be anything. There's a healing potion. Oh, god damn it. I picked up a box again. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to move this one too. Pocket knife, take it. But it did just quick save. There's levers.
Come here.
There's a sleeping guard. What's down here? Oh man, I'm out of coffee. Hemoir. Can I not talk to him? I don't want to pickpocket. I have to unsneak.
Hey! Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
What are you in for?
Set me free and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Why are you in the cage?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
What do I gotta do?
A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
I do not trust him for a moment. We're gonna do it anyway.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy dwarf? Choose your words carefully. My
All right.
fists ache to meet a new face.
I'm probably gonna have to go with like a finesse persuasion because that's like one of my primary stats. Laugh and tell him one of the guards in the upper deck fell overboard. He should check it out. Nice.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's.
Matt Borgenson coming in with a $5 super chat over on YouTube. Divinity 1 versus Divinity 2 is such a massive improvement. Both are great, but Divinity 2 is incredible, like KCD 2 versus KCD 1. Correct. which is also one of the reasons why when I was looking at back at the channel, I was like, wait, I have KCD1, or excuse me, KCD1. I have Divinity Original Sin 1 videos from 2019, but no Divinity Original Sin 2 videos. And this just relaunched, you know, on PS5 and everything. Came to PS5, I should say. So it's kind of like a relaunch. This game is a market improvement over Divinity Original Sin 1. I think the first one they had like $1 million budget. This game they had about a $5 million budget. And then it's kind of like looking at Obsidian. You know, they built Pillars of Eternity for like a couple million, and then Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire was like 6 million or something. And it was much better and had way more stuff in it. It's the same thing here. Divinity Original Sin 1 is good. Divinity Original Sin 2 is better. Baldur's Gate 3 is an even greater improvement on the system that Larian built with their CRPGs. So yeah. Correct. Switch to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, I believe, is where Divinity Original Sin 2 just dropped yesterday.
Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
I don't think I have a good enough of any of these. Let's try an intelligence persuasion. Prisoner's not going anywhere.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
So I wasn't able to convince him. Well, sorry, buddy.
Hurry it up, sorcerer. We haven't got a day.
No. No. You must
Oh, shit!
That's one problem solved. A dead magister.
So much
Somebody
for
will
a
have to
peaceful
take
stroll.
the blame for this. And it
Oh,
won't
no.
be me.
Another super chat from Matt says, crazy thing about KCD1 and KCD2 is their budgets are pretty much around the same, maybe a couple million more, but it's night and day. Right, it's just a team knowing how to do things better, which makes them capable of building greater and greater things. And KCD2 is a massive difference compared to that. Alright, this does not have target snapping. No, not what I wanted to do, damn it. I don't think this has... There it goes. There is target snapping. Okay. No, I can't do it. So I think I burned up some points by accident. Attack. I forgot to... Hold B to end turn. Okay. I did not equip like that pocket knife. Does this have real time with pause, or is it 100% turn-based? That's something I actually don't know. Yes, correct. I haven't equipped the I have not equipped the kitchen knife, and I don't know how to do it in the middle of this unless I go in here, maybe. There we go. Oh, that unlocked a whole bunch of additional abilities. Nice. Backstab critical. Sucker punch. Backstab backstab. Rogue for the win. Laboratory key. Arrow shafts. Electric discharge scroll. I love that marking on my shirt. I'm assuming that shows them that I am a certain thing. I am mocked. Oh, I got lockpicks finally. Yeah, after I needed them. Bottle rack. Empty potion bottle. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna need potion bottles later on.
Empty.
Assuming that's gonna poison me. Do I get lockpick experience? And does it consume the lockpick? The door cannot be picked. I run 4 chats: YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. I read all of the chats. Doesn't mean I'm going to answer every single message that comes through. That's not how this works. I answer the messages I feel like answering. So if you're someone who demands that I read every single line of text and answer every single line of dialogue that you type into chat, you're probably going to be disappointed with the way I run my streams, because I definitely cannot keep up when we have hundreds of messages flying by on screen. So, YouTube is the primary platform. We've been going there for almost 4 years full time. Twitch, we've been a little over 2 years going on Twitch. We added Kick and TikTok to the live stream rotation about 2 months ago. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so if you want to keep up with all the things that I do, which include all the discussion videos, game guides, movie reviews, TV show reviews, and etc., you're going to want to get over to YouTube in between the streams. We start every day at 4 a.m. Central, more or less. I run Streamlabs, which shows me all my chat in one place. Dan Norris says, I've got over 500 hours on this game, one of my favorites. Wish I could erase my memories and play it again. Nice. What's up, Lou? Good morning. You've got probably 4 to 6 years before the next Divinity game drops. You have plenty of time to play not only the original Divinity games, but Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, which are different than the original Divinity games. Original Sin 1 and 2 are turn-based CRPGs. The original Divinity games are action RPGs. You've got plenty of time to get up to date. I believe Thandar was saying that Mortissimal just dropped a really cool lore video for those of us who are not intimately familiar with Divinity, which gets you up to speed with all the things you might want to know about the games and the game world and the lore. Am I waiting on any specific games coming soon to play? I mean, I published this, like, my schedule video I publish at the beginning of every single month, which tells folks what games I'm playing that month. That video is the pinned video on YouTube, in terms of everything I'm playing for a month. And then some things sneak in and become playthroughs even though they weren't planned, like this and Skyrim. the Anniversary Edition are little things that I've thrown into the mix. But I have a jam-packed year next year. The Game Awards gave us a ton of great games coming next year. So I would say go watch the 22 trailers that I just cut out and dropped from the Game Awards co-stream. That'll give you a good indication of where we're going to be heading in 2026, on top of any sponsored streams and playthroughs. You've discovered 2 Chronicles. You've added 2 Chronicles. What are Chronicles? Find someone who can remove your source collar. I am bound by a magical collar that cannot be removed. As sorcerers, we've been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island of Fort Joy awaits. Led by Lucian's son Alexander, the dominant magisters of the Divine Order are rounding up sorcerers for exile. We're aboard the Merryweather on our way from the sorcerer colony of Fort Joy. We're told there is a murderer on board with us. Alexander's advisor Dallas noticed that the void worker attracted a source. Alexander quarantined the sorcerers. Oops. The divine sacrifice did not buy peace. The rise of the void woken brought the world death, destruction, and fear. Lucian the Divine, champion of the gods, sacrificed himself to save rebellion from the void. His son Alexander now leads the Divine Order. That was like recapping the events of the first game. Ball rock. By the way, is this like no. Okay.
Empty.
My, these smelling salts are strong
The
stuff.
Little Book of Big Booms. Excuse me. I'm assuming some of this stuff is going to be used for like crafting. Ruh-roh.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
I did say it at the beginning. As with any game where I stream something that's not part of my normal schedule, it's always going to be based on what the turnout is. Like with Skyrim, that was an unintended thing that I started last week for shits and giggles. We had like 120, 150 people tuning into those streams. When I see those types of numbers, I am happy to continue doing those things as more than one-offs because there's a huge audience turning out for them. For smaller things where we only have like 60, 80 people, I'm not as inclined to do a full playthrough because it's not necessarily going to pay the bills, right? As well as other things. I can say as of right now, I've got 90 people on YouTube, 12 people on Twitch. We had about 18 on Twitch earlier, a couple on Kick, handful on TikTok. So, we're 100 plus right now watching this stream. Those are solid numbers. So if I continue to see this throughout the remainder of the stream and then I do a second stream and the numbers are as strong as the first stream, that's generally a good indication that I'm going to want to play it more than once or twice. But I usually will make a judgment call. If the first stream is good, I'll do a second. If the second one is good, I'll do a third. If the third one's good, we'll do a fourth. That's how I kind of do things. Unless it's a new release. New releases, I will do a full playthrough because it's a new release, but older playthroughs like this, it's always going to be based on what was the turnout, which is why you'll see things like where I started a Cyberpunk 2077 third playthrough for my own personal enjoyment. I got about 9 or 10 sessions into it, and I noticed that by the 10th stream or whatever, we were down to like 40 people watching. That's not enough for me to, like, I have other things I could do that would um, be more beneficial. So, yeah, that's how you know.
In the meantime, your next stop will be
So
Magister
tune in,
William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest.
follow
And he's
along,
the chap in charge of the logs.
subscribe, all those good things. That's how you get me to do more of the same.
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
In the officers' quarters. Give me 2 seconds here. Oh, I think there are a handful of people that would like me to do a full run of this. So all I can say to those people is if you want me to do a full run, make sure you tune in and follow the streams. Because that's how you get me to do a full run. Hang on, we're banning somebody from TikTok right now. Give me a second here. What's up, Bearded? Alright, I've also just turned on, I'm doing some moderation over on TikTok right now. I also just turned on community flagging. So if you see something that's offensive in TikTok chat, everybody go ahead and just report that person and it should automatically hide them and stuff. So yeah, I don't want that kind of shit in my chat, so feel free. I now have TikTok open on my phone so that I can actually moderate people as I see that kind of stuff. But we just turned on the community moderator. Well, it should filter things a little bit better. Look around warily and wonder what damnable dungeon you ended up in this time.
Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a
Banhammer
dungeon?
strikes.
I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
A gander. That's a fun word.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Okay. Continue.
A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good.
Lean in and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
I mean, if you only know D&D, then sure, this is like a D&D type game.
Delusions
This
such
is
as
what's
these are
known
rare, but
as
not
a
unheard of.
role-playing
I
game,
recommend
whereas
a cup of mulled
CRPG,
wine
a
and
computer
another
role-playing
night's
game,
sleep.
a top-down,
Just take it
turn-based
easy.
CRPG. Many different classes, a rich world called Rivian, which Larian Studios created decades ago. Why did she collar me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall great powers building inside of you, the ones you commanded before your capture. Unleash them.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Unfortunately, your prisoner's dead downstairs.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Right. Anything else I need to click on in here? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and do a quick save. For anybody tuning in for the first time, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Watch where you prefer,
Good
support
gods.
where you desire.
There's been a murder here.
Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so make sure to get over there for all the stuff like game guides, movie reviews, TV show reviews, and more. He got mad that I inspected the body.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
She, I said.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Well, you weren't this man's protector, you were his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Maybe I can. I am a sorcerer after all.
Not with that collar on, you aren't. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Laugh. She really thinks you'd help a magister, someone who's keeping you under lock and key?
Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice.
Justice.
Who's your real enemy here?
You're the one who collared me, you cranky bitch.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Dangerous. Well, she got mad at me for inspecting the corpse. I guess it's because that was like counting as looting. Book of poetry. That goes upstairs.
What knowledge this tome is.
Come on, please, Losa. That's enough now.
Got collared kids as well. What the hell, man?
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Okay.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
We're gonna play along and take her arm with a grin. Children, you must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
As with every game we play, a Stark situation, when somebody asks me, is this worth it? You and you alone control your disposable income and the things you do with your free time. If it looks fun and you have disposable income, then by all means go try it, because you're never going to know if you like something until you try it. You're not going to know if you like spaghetti or garlic bread or vanilla ice cream or bubblegum or riding a bicycle or going to the theater or going to the films and watching a movie until you actually do those things. Every game is worth it if you get enjoyment out of it, but no one can tell you if you're going to enjoy it. because you and you alone can make that decision. I am not you. I don't have your likes, dislikes, palette, and etc. So if it looks like fun, it just launched on the Switch 2 yesterday and the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. So if you think it looks like fun, then by all means go play it.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
So she's a bard?
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
True enough. Shake her hand. Lose, I presume?
You presume right.
You know anything about the murder that happened on board?
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
I agree. You want to come with me and take a look? We can watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Okay, fair enough.
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
I know, right, Thandar? But Ran, you're a streamer, and you need to tell me what I'm supposed to play and not play. I know, I need a button, Allie. Because yeah, I could tell people the same thing a billion times, but they're going to default to the drone position every time, right? Should I play this game? Is this game worth it? Is this game fun? I can't make up my own mind. Yeah. It's very true. Very true. Alyssa says people live streaming DOS 2. I would assume there are way more people than me streaming it, considering it just dropped on a bunch of platforms yesterday. Also, when that same person asked, I've never played Baldur's Gate, is it worth my time? So that's the other thing too, is like Baldur's Gate 3 is the most, I believe to this date, I believe Baldur's Gate 3 is the most awarded RPG of all time. Previously, that record was held by The Witcher 3. I would assume that anyone with a couple of brain cells up here would understand that if a game has won every single award that it could possibly win, and it is the most awarded game of all time at every single game ceremony around the world that rates games, chances are it's a pretty good fucking game. Just saying.
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
So she's got something going on. She could potentially be the murderer. Oh, there was a take all button I need to start paying attention to.
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, dwarf. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
You're not sure he understands what's happening.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Understanding is all rather relative. Take this book, for example. I understand all of it, and yet none of it makes sense. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Tell him about the war between the Divine Order and the Black Ring. It dwarfed everything that went before.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Some things just aren't known.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No. Why are you so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Alright.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
So there's a whole bunch of collared prisoners here.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fan.
Murderer!
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen...
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer, but clench your fists in case things go south.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Okay.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Oh. Why does the Magister